Hey everybody, welcome back to Grady's Garage. Got a 2005 Honda Civic Go Fast 1.7 liter car that will not stay running. It's my sister-in-law's car, so we're gonna see if we can't get it running right. So I'm gonna start off by cleaning the throttle body, changing plugs, and run some fuel stabilizer, and then try and run all the gas out of this. This car's been sitting for about 2 years, so I imagine it's probably the gas is bad. They've replaced the catalytic converter because that was the only code it was throwing, was something to do with the catalyst. So they replaced that, but they still can't seem to get it running. So we're gonna jump in and see what the problem is, see if we can't figure it out. Here is that 1.7 liter Honda motor. You can see that brand new exhaust manifold right there, new O2 sensor. So we're gonna take this off. There's the throttle body. We're gonna pull the spark plugs out of here, and then we'll replace those. And I've got the fuel stabilizer in the tank right now. Hopefully, if it's got any water or anything in there like that, help it out as much as you can. I had to pull the negative cable off because the brake lights were staying on, so I'll probably need a new brake light switch as well. But like I said, the car hasn't run in 2 years. It's just been sitting there because the kid that they bought it for didn't want to learn how to drive a standard. So it's a really cool car. Look, check it out. Everything in this thing is manual. So you got manual windows, mirrors. It's a manual. So actually pretty nice little car. She picked it up for super cheap. So anyway, we'll see if we can't get it going. Pull this hose off here, get a little clamp off. Just take those off. One, there's two. There's 3 of these. Those. It's not a good place to keep those. I'm gonna go back. Just unplug that, and then we got to throttle body's connected by a clamp underneath there. So I think down in here is a clamp I got to undo. I'm gonna get that undone. All right, so I was able to finagle my 8mm 1/4" drive ratchet in there. So I'm loosening it up now. What a pain in the butt that was. Always something, man. Jeez. Ah, there we go. Hose off. There we go. These two really like each other. There we go. All righty. Yeah, we got the air filter box off. Our throttle body looks like. Yeah, it's probably seen cleaner days. Not quite as bad as I thought it'd be, but we'll get it cleaned up. And there's a little carbon buildup in there. You can kind of see it on the edges there. So I'll clean that off. I can't do it. I can't hold the camera and clean it though. So I'm gonna have to You just have to trust me, I'm gonna get it done. Probably a little on that side too. Anyway, we're gonna get that cleaned off. All right, so I got that cleaned up. I'm gonna get the air box back on, and I'm gonna pull the coilovers off and pull the spark plugs out and see what they look like. All right, so we got the throttle body cleaned up, and now I'm going to pull the coils off the spark plugs and see what those look like. Get this air box back on in the meantime. This one should be fun. Holy crap, way down there. Yeah, let's try the magnet. I don't know what, we're gonna put it right there. There's where it go. I'm not sure why that one's not starting. It's not lined up. There it goes. Voila. All right, got the air box back on. I turned the screw where instead of pointing towards the front of the engine, now it's, you can see it's right there. Let's see if I can point. It's right there. So now I can get to it nice and easy. Ha! I'm gonna tighten that down. Trying to do this and hold the camera. It's difficult. Not easy task. Not an easy task. Just need more hands, that's all. World will be a lot easier place with a third hand, I'm telling you. So much easier. Snug, 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 snug. All right, got that snugged up. Plug this back in. That's plugged in. All right, ready for spark plugs. All right, so I guess we'll start by, I've never taken one of these little covers off, but I'm guessing turn these. Yeah. All right. Aha! Success. Let's unplug right here. Take these bolts out and they should pop right out, and then we'll just get into the plugs. Sweet. It feels very brittle. Yeah, they are very brittle. That's lovely. Just lovely. Yeah, has to be done. I think that one might have survived. There we go. All right, so we got those disconnected there. Old parts falling apart on the car. Because it's an old car. My phone blowing up because my autocross tires are in. And that makes me happy. Come on, get out of there. There we go. There we go. Alright. Whew. Got those disconnect, now I gotta pull those off. Woohoo! I almost lost one. Thank goodness for a little carb cleaner cup there. Can I get all four without dropping one? We shall see. Woo! Look at there. All four. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? 4? Got all 4? No, that kind of sucks, but what you can do about that? All right. Tubes look nice and clean, no oil down in there. That's good. That's real good. All right, let's pull these plugs out. All right, so spark plug thing down in the hole there. Hold on. I don't want to break this, so let's put y'all over here. Let's see what this plug looks like. Pretty freaking old. Wow. Look at the gap on that plug. It is huge. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's a big honking gap. That might be part of our problem right there. Luckily, I got some new Bosch double platinums. I have no idea if they're good for this car or not, but they were at AutoZone and they were inexpensive, so I grabbed them. And here are our new plugs. I know these aren't NGKs. That's probably what we'd want to put in here, but whatever. It's a very old car. I think she'll like these just fine. Let's see here. It says, put it in and 21 foot-pounds. Really? Okay. All right. We'll get the torque wrench after I get all these in. We'll put them to 21 foot-pounds. We can do that, my friend. Yes, we can. Ooh, that one looks like the electrode blown off of it or something. It's got some really funky kerneling at the top. Look how rusty that plug is. Anyway, seen better. Seen worse, but I've seen better. Double platinum, baby. Super duper sparkerators. These are gonna make at least 2.5 horsepower. If I drop the can on this thing, I could probably get 2 3/4 horsepower. Yeah. Yeah. Getting out some old funky spark plugs. Putting some new fresh ones in. Go Tigers. Beat them Arkansas Razorbacks. Oof. This electrode's like completely worn. I don't know if you can see that. They're looking pretty bad there. These plugs are looking pretty bad. This is not a bad little change out here. These plugs. I don't know if these plugs have ever been changed. They are NGKs that are in there, so they might be OG, OE, not OG, OG, OE, what do you want to call it, plugs. Who knows how long they've been in there. Oh, that's getting tiring. Oh no, it's stuck. Come back to me, little plug socket. No. Give it the gritty love. Look at that. Voila. Shall not be denied. My spark plug socket. And that's probably the best looking of the four, and it's a fairly big gap. So anyway, that's what she looks like. Yep. I'll pick all that up, you don't worry. I know y'all worrying about that. Y'all OCD like I am. I'm also gonna have to clean this engine bay out because it just makes me not happy. All right, go give me a torque wrench and we'll torque these down to 21 foot-pounds. All right, we got the old torque wrench there set. Come on, focus. Focus, there you go, 21 foot-pounds. Oh. Let's see, you see that? Probably not, let's, think, I don't know. We'll see if that focuses or not. There we go. Got one. We got two. We got three. Four. Beautiful. All right. Sounds like Jerry's getting an earful from the wife. Old Jerry. Go. There we go. That all looks good. One, two, three, and this is a four. And what we're hoping for is this thing will run off idle without stalling. This may not fix it. It might be something. It might be an idle air controller or map sensor or something else. No telling. But we'll find out as we go. What am I doing? What am I doing? What are you doing, Gretty? Who knows? The wind is blowing. It's cold. We're just snugging that down. Y'all crazy with it. Do do do. those things are pointing the little right direction. Put this little Hando cover back on. This fine 1.7 liter Motra. This engine, it's not motor, motor's electric, it's an engine. All right, voila. Looking good. Let's give her, let's new plugs in there. Let's start it up and new plugs, let's start it up and see what happens. Throttle body's cleaned. You gotta connect the positive battery. Then I'm gonna go in there and we're gonna fire her up. Keys are not in it. We need keys, Ashley.
Okay.
Look at this Honda. Yeah, I don't even know how many miles are on it. Look at it, dusty. Look at that. Look at that CD player, baby. Does not have an aux cable, though. Let's see how the owner's manual and everything in there. I don't know what that is. And they're telling. Huh. Thank you, ma'am. 189,000. Oh, that's not good. Sounds a little rough, but it's running. It's kind of like last time. Sounds a little rough, but it's running.
Yeah, it's a little smelly.
I think this gas is nasty. I just do. Yeah, sounds like it's missing on a cylinder every once in a while. All right, so it's still running a little rough. I got some Marvel mystery oil in there and some fuel stabilizer in the tank. We're gonna try and run all this gas out of it at idle. Just let it sit here and just idle all that gas out of there. If you raise the throttle up, when it comes back down, it dies. So I'm just gonna leave it here at idle, let it run all this fuel out, and then we're gonna put some fresh fuel in it, and then start trying to figure out things from there. This brake light, the brake light switch is stuck in the on position too, so we gotta make sure it doesn't die and then kill the battery. Anyway, more to come on the 1.7 Fast and Furious Honda Civic. All right, what we have here is an EGR valve. I was thinking about the fuel pump, and I was like, before I pull this fuel pump out, I want to check the EGR valve, because if this is stuck open or it's not working right, it'll make the vehicle's throttle be erratic, and it will also die coming off gas because of the EGR valve. If it remains open, then you got too much exhaust gas getting in with the combustion mixture. And so you see this little pintle right here on the top. So that opens and closes, it pulls in and out. And it was raining last night when I took it off to look at it, so I didn't get video of it. But when I pulled this off, it was actually open with a piece of carbon lodged in there, keeping it from closing again. So I think that actually might be what was causing that bad idle in that stall, off idle. So I'm about to put this sucker back on and see if this solves the problem. I'm gonna put gas back in it. So I've got the gas can right there and that funnel, and hopefully that does the trick. We shall see. All right, so that's where the EGR valve goes. It's just right there on top of the engine. Like I said, it just pulls the exhaust gas and reroutes it towards the combustion chamber. So probably down there through the engine. But so it goes right there, and it's just two 12 millimeter bolts that hold it on, and then it plugs in with this little plug right here. So that's what I pulled off in the rain last night, and I'm gonna stick it back on. Came off pretty easy with the 3/8 inch drive, but getting it back on seems to be a little, there it goes. A little bit trickier. But the smaller drive definitely helped. Good and tight. All right. Plug these two back together. Let's go put some gas in it and see what happens. Well, it's supposed to hold the gas cap. That didn't work very good. All right, now comes the fun using the spill-proof gas can. I spill gas all over the place. Wish me luck. Hate these things. You know what? Let me put some marble in there too. A little marble in there. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little more than half. I should be good. All right. Wrong key. Let that fuel pump reprime. Do it again. We'll do it a couple more times. So neutral. One more time. And we'll give her a try here. Oh, it is smooth and purrs like a kitten. Oh, wow. That was it. It was EGR valve. Awesome. $1,000 car. Not too bad. Not too bad. Running good. Absolutely great. We'll get this thing cleaned up. I got to fix the tail lights, they're staying on, and then we're going to bleed the brakes and take her on the road. All right. I love a free repair. A little chunk of carbon was all it was. Well, thanks for coming along on this adventure with me. Obviously, this was not recorded just now here in July in Louisiana. It was back in the winter. But finally got around to editing it, and really wanted to include this. Nothing like getting done with the job and having something work, and then you get to kick back, enjoy the family. Hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a great evening.
Very good.
No,
Keep going.
you got your stick, tiny little stick. It's not hot.
He's been doing it just fine, Dad.
Okay. All right. How's it? I think we were prepared for this.
That's all I had to work with, Dad.
That's awesome.
I made that skewer,
Good?
you know, from scratch.
Uh-huh.